Hi everybody, Ruechel here with this portion of the PCS Journal. We're sitting down and chat with Dr. Michael Grego, Superintendent of Pinellas County Schools. Glad to have you with us, Dr. Grego. Good to see you.
Great to see you too.
We should be wearing Christmas ties, shouldn't we, or something like that? Holiday ties?
I have worn my first Christmas tree, but not today.
Okay, okay. A couple things we want to talk about. I know one of the things that we've had a lot of conversations about here is bridging the gap, trying to figure out why on earth that we have some of the African American students that aren't doing as well as other groups, and if there's something systemic about it or what's going on. You've gone into the community with a bunch of meetings to try to say, hey, help us out. So you've got another one of those meetings. Kind of give me an update on that.
Yeah, we have another one this evening at the Thomas Jackson Recreational Center. We've had 4 prior to this meeting this evening. We've had one at Largo High School, Gibbs High School, Boca Ciega High School, and Tarpon Springs. So we've really gone throughout the entire district. We've focused on 4 or 5 major elements about an achievement gap: graduation, accelerated learning, and so forth, discipline disparity. These are the same issues that school districts and communities across this nation are battling. We have a desire in Pinellas County to be the first to conquer it. And so we're out there in the community asking for parents and teachers and faith-based leaders to truly give us some input. And so they're conducted like a vignette where we have had over, Largo for example, we've had about 250 people there. And they can go from station to station and provide input into each of these areas. We compile all of the input. And it's really forming a way of forming our achievement gap plan. And that plan is coming along very, very well.
You know, one of the problems that the school district has had, again, is that even though you're doing all of these changes, and we know because we've seen them, we've talked about them for the last couple of years while we've been here, is that people still revert back to, well, I remember when, or back before 2013, when you weren't here, blah, 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 and you still have that kind of level among some, not all, because I've been to a couple of these meetings myself, and I know that the people are buying into it that are there. But I mean, how do you drag these other people along and say, look, it's the things that you'd heard before are not true, we're making progress? How do you do that?
Well, we have to keep looking forward and respecting. I always say we have to respect the past, respect the history of our community, because there we don't want to make the same mistakes. And in many ways acknowledge some of those deficiencies or mistakes that were made in the past. But we have to continue to focus forward as a community, as a school district, and we're seeing the benefits too. We're seeing our graduation rate accelerate, and amongst our Black and Hispanic students faster than the overall.
Yeah.
We're seeing discipline drastically being reduced in out-of-school suspensions. We placed some alternative to out-of-school suspensions, 3 sites in our district, and we're seeing students taking advantage of that. We're seeing arrests on our school campuses going down. Referrals are going down. Referrals to EBD within our exceptional student education are going down for African American males. So those key indicators are all going in the right direction. We need to accelerate those things so that there's not the gap that exists throughout this country. We firmly believe that we are going to be the very first large urban school district to narrow and more pointedly eliminate that achievement gap.
Wow.
Recently, and I know that's bold.
I
really believe, Al, that in order to do this work, this is difficult work, we have to be bold. More recently, our school board approved the hiring, first time ever, of a minority achievement officer whose task will be to focus specifically, not only in one area of this community, but in our entire community, on these elements for our minority, Hispanic, and African American students primarily. And he will be focusing in on that. And Dr. Lewis Brinson, who actually has over 40 years of experience, from a teacher to a principal to used to be a principal at Blake High School in Hillsborough County.
Okay,
so
sure.
He understands the community. He understands Pinellas County as he's worked in Hillsborough. So we're excited to have him here. We're excited about the work over the next several years, and we're excited about our community coming on board with us, because that's the only way we're going to close this achievement.
One of the things is that there is, and I know that this is probably a stupid question, but I'll ask it anyway, there is a manual that says this is how you discipline X student if they have X behavior, right? I mean, or are teachers and principals given a lot of leeway in determining about what's the proper amount of discipline?
Part of our discipline disparity work that we've sent area superintendents to, we were part of the consortium in Washington, D.C. We followed up in Atlanta. We're really taking a bold national approach to our discipline issues. We are eliminating, and we have already eliminated, a lot of the what we'll call minor infractions to suspensions. So those are
Okay,
no longer
sure.
happening.
Keeps the kids in school
It
longer,
keeps the
obviously.
kids in school longer. Where we've restricted as a board, as a school board, has passed new policies that restrict the number of days per semester and per incident. And we've seen well over 1,000 to 2,000 fewer suspensions per semester in
Oh,
a year.
wow.
So we're really making a difference. The heart of it, though, Al, is to get at the source of the misbehavior.
Sure,
It
sure.
isn't to say, so instead of 10 days, you can only have 5, and now a semester. Obviously, that's going to reduce the number of days of suspensions, but the key here is to get it, so what's happening with the child, what's happening with the student, and to get at the heart of the misbehavior. Once
Yeah.
we start to do that, and we're doing that with our social workers, our school psychologists, and our guidance counselors, and our teachers, because they're the ones that are
Oh, sure.
with those students day in and day out.
Wow, boy, what a task. All right, now we got the newsy stuff out of the way. Jamerson Elementary, you're having a cool STEM conference there. And what I love about this, and you're going to talk about it, is the fact that students are involved while this conference is going on. What a cool idea.
Really unique, and I'm excited about it. This Friday, we'll be having, Jamerson Elementary School, it's a magnet program, but it also encompasses many of the students right from the same community. It's a wonderful program, but it is recognized this past year as a top STEM school in the nation, one of the top.
Wow.
It was at a gold status. So they've decided to put on a conference, but while the school is operational, while the students are going to be lining the hallways with engineering projects, with expos, they're going to be talking about some of the problems that they're solving in their schools.
Mhm.
So teachers and principals, administrators from throughout the state and even beyond the state of Florida will be, it's sold out, by the way.
Oh, that's
So
great, great, yeah.
they'll be attending and seeing the operation of the school. Can you think of a better way, if you're an elementary principal or someone trying to do the same thing somewhere else, to come and see the students and the classrooms
Right,
and
yeah.
the teachers all engaging? What a great picture that is. So we're proud of that, and it's actually going to be, in this we talk a lot about STEM, but Jamerson added the A for the arts, and so
Okay,
it's going to
okay,
be
sure.
a STEAM.
Okay.
STEAM.
Good, good.
Science, technology, engineering, arts, and
yeah.
mathematics.
Well, that's great, because we're big supporters of the arts. All right, Seminole Elementary students are sending care packages to military members. Boy, what a great idea that is.
It is, and I want to thank Channel 9, because you guys covered this story too. The two students, Gracie Tubbs and Ava Spano, who they have close family members, like this is always the case. We have close
sure.
family members who are active military. And so they're sending care packages over to our active military. The holiday season is always a great time to take a look and learn a lot from our students, because they do reach out and care an awful lot.
All right, this time of the year, Outstanding Educator, your finalists were announced. Wow. I just love this program. When you think back when we started this, we didn't have nearly as many entrants. I mean, there was actually limited to the number, but you're talking about, you start out with 20 and then start whittling down, or is it 25? 20 or 25?
We actually had about 125
Wow.
this year, and then we whittled it down. And so here we are with our top 10. But the important thing, and I met with them, we had the foundation put on a breakfast this past Saturday at St. Pete Technical College. We had a wonderful and intimate breakfast with their family members, their principals, and people that they know. And then, Al, the best thing, Casper McDonald's sponsored a float that honored the top 10 teachers from Pinellas County. We went to the Snowfest.
Oh,
St.
okay.
Pete,
Oh, that's great.
and threw beads and other things.
Oh,
So
my God.
It's a really neat group, but the thing about this group, the common denominator about this group, is that not only they're a humble group, but they recognize that they represent the tens of thousands of teachers in our school district. So they're humbled to be selected, but they see the cause of representing many other teachers.
Wow. You want to read the names of those 10 just to go there?
Yeah. William Black, a 5th grade teacher at a known elementary school. Allison Blanco, a math teacher at Osceola Middle School. And Karen Kanjimi, reading literacy coach at High Point Elementary School. And Vanessa Coe, a math teacher at Palm Harbor Middle School. And Kaylee Kopka, a kindergarten teacher at Leela Davis Elementary School. Angela Pitts, a kindergarten teacher at Azalea Elementary School. And Brandon Rader, a social studies teacher at St. Petersburg High School. David Reed, a curriculum technology specialist at Eastlake Middle School. And Zanetta Robinson, a language arts teacher at Thurgood Marshall Fundamental School. And lastly, Michelle Zajac, a third grade teacher at Curlew Creek Elementary School.
Wow.
They'll be honored along with all 120 plus teachers at the Mahaffey Theater on Tuesday, January 31st. We welcome the community in for that. That's where we just bring all nominees in and march them on stage.
They are always a
It's
great
a
event.
great celebration for this profession.
Congratulations to all those names. One of them, read the names because I want you to hear the names of these wonderful people, great teachers. You also have Support Employee of the Year finalists as well.
We do, and this is a great one. And a few years ago, we changed the format because there's so many different parts of this support employee. So we have classroom support, clerical, food service, maintenance, safety. So we break them up in the plant operation. Sharon Lowley at Gibbs High School, technology technician. In our clerical department, Melissa Falks, Ridgecrest Elementary School, data management technician. In the food services, we have David Melnick from Lake St. George Elementary School. And our maintenance, safety, health, and transportation, Paula Nunn from Sexton Elementary School. She's a registered nurse there.
Right.
And plant operations, Gary Nutke, who's in San Jose Elementary School. He's a head plant operator. You can see the varied job
Oh,
descriptions.
yeah, it's great. And you know, the schools do not operate without these people, folks. It's like when in my business, everybody go, oh, you're the guy on the air. I go, yeah, but if the guy, if the director, and the audio people don't punch the button, you don't hear me, what good does that do? So they really make the wheels go round. Also, district application period begins soon. I know we're doing a special program on that as well, but tell me about that very briefly.
I just want to stay there right after the holidays. It's January 4th. We begin the district application programs. We thank you to the news media, the written paper, really everyone communicating that to our parents. We've been having the discovery nights in our schools.
Mm-hmm.
Schools have had open houses. Any parent who needs information, they've had ample time. So it's always good to continue to communicate the district application January 4th through the 13th. You can certainly go to our website, which is pcsb.org/choice, and it really educates anyone who wants
and we'll be
to.
talking more about that in future programs here on the PCS Journal, so that'll be good. And lastly, it is the holidays, and would you like to give any kind of greeting to the fans out there, i.e. the employees and the teachers in the school and everyone like that?
I would, and I want to thank you, first of all, for the many years of service you've provided our district in doing this show, but really the support of our school district. So I hope you and your family have a wonderful holiday season. And to all of our employees, I wish you the greatest, restful, peaceful, and blessed holiday season. We've had a great first semester, and I look forward to even a better second semester to it. So enjoy the family and friends, the time of rest, and we'll see you next in 2017.
Oh my gosh. And don't forget to wear your ugly Christmas sweater, the one that your aunt gave you and you said, oh, this is so ugly, but you couldn't tell her that, so you wear it once a year, okay? I have one that's so bad. I can't even wear it here. Hey, that's been great. We're back with more of our program right after this, so please do not go away. Dr. Grego, thank you.
Thank you.